this is brutal out here. I ran over here from the other side. It took me a while, but this is horrific conditions out there. I can only imagine what those guys are going through right now.
It's good to see you, Christian, and enjoy the commentary. You're going to join in now. I'm going to make you work for your last few minutes on this year's Tour de France. What would you feel like now in this breakaway? It's so treacherous out there.
I mean, the pressure is off as far as the general classification. That was a great move by the ASO to make sure that everyone has their general classification that they came in here with, and now it's just for honor of the stage win here. But there's a lot of pressure to obviously win on this stage, but for Tadej Pogačar, I mean, to be able to win on with the yellow jersey, 50th anniversary of the Champs-Élysées, I think he really wants to make this happen here. And what he looked like going up and over Montmartre last time, Bob? Oh my goodness, he looked so good.
The race has been stopped as far as the watches are concerned. This is purely a race to win the stage. And this is one of the best stages we have ever seen based on the Champs-Élysées. It's taken 50 years to find this hill in the Tour de France.
Campenaerts, and then Matteo Jorgensen. Wout van Aert on the wheels, but Tadej Pogačar, let's see if he doesn't have a little bit of another attack. Get this group a little bit smaller. No passengers. Bini and Girmay trying to move into position.
This is not good here. Wout van Aert has his teammates towards the front here, or on the front. And Wout van Aert, you see number 17 there, a little bit towards the back, making his inroads, going back towards the front. And Tadej had much better position. Seeing the yellow jersey on the left-hand side of your screen there. You know, honestly, Bob, I wouldn't doubt that he goes from distance here today. You know, okay, he doesn't need to go from 2 laps to go. That's a long way to go, but I could easily go right now.
Watch out, here we go. Tadej Pogačar is going to head them on the second attempt now. He tried to break them on the first. He split the field. He's got a group of 29 riders or so. He's heading up to the top. He's going to conquer the top of Montmartre for the second time. Remember, he didn't ride the Olympic Games, and so he may never have known that this hill ever existed. But he said, what is it about him? This leaves nothing to the imagination, does it?
He's such a special bike racer. He wants to remind everybody that this is the most beautiful bike race in the world, and he is the best at it. Tadej Pogačar tearing the group apart. Wout van Aert looks to be back into position, and Matteo Jorgensen is there as well.
That's great there. They have numbers on Visma squad. Matteo and Wout both there. Maybe Trentine tucking on the back from Tudor. But this is being some serious separation here right now, and the climb is just about to be over.
But the guy in the back is Trentin, the fourth man from Tudor Pro Cycling. Oh, there's 5 of them there now. So we've got Pogačar, Jorgensen, Van Aert, Trentin, and Ballerini is the rider who's just made it as well.
Davide Ballerini, great descender. We saw that yesterday, having good legs at the end of the Tour. But Tadej Pogačar leading them across the KOM point once again. And Jorgensen having a great day, but look at Tadej Pogačar. Just, it's so phenomenal to watch him race, Christian.
It truly is. I mean, it is such a blessing to the Tour de France to have the yellow jersey racing this hard in the yellow jersey as well.
He's now reduced this down to this small group of riders. He's unbelievable.
Want to think who is the fastest descender in professional cycling. Doesn't have to show those skills very often. But Tadej Mohoric also back into this front group. And that might be the magic number of riders and the personalities.
Another point for Tadej. He's running away with this king of the mountain, isn't he, Christian? So the riders are now getting ready to start the final circuit. Little way yet, as we're seeing Tadej Pogačar not just winning the Tour de France, but trying to win the last stage as well.
It's not safe, by the way, coming off the Montmartre, and he is absolutely flying. And I love the way he races. Matej Mohoric is there. Matteo Trentin. 1 lap to go for the chasers that have been left in the wake of Tadej Pogačar, who is screaming down these cobbles.
Number 1's just anxious. He's going to hit the front on the climb this time. It'll be all or nothing for Tadej Pogačar at the finish line. And these crowds are absolutely soaked now, but loving every minute of the finish of the Tour de France on the streets of Paris like it is today. Here he goes again. We hit the bottom of the climb and he steps on the pedals straight away, Bob. How many times have we seen this in the battle with Vingegaard?
We see it almost every single time. And Wout van Aert now trying to manage the acceleration by Pogacar. He is in full cry, full power. Let's see if he doesn't have any daylight at the top of this climb.
Desperate moments here, Christian. He's really putting his back into this. He wants a little gap over the top to get down for that last kilometre.
Yeah, he needs that gap, doesn't he, Phil? I mean, I think that Wout van Aert knows that if he could stay with this yellow jersey up and over the top of this climb, he has a great chance of winning the sprint.
If they take him over the top, it's enough downhill, and the last kilometre is onto the Champs-Élysées. There might be someone else win this from the group.
Looks like Matteo Jorgensen just a little bit of trouble at the back. He would be a great teammate for Wout van Aert in the finale if he could stay on the wheels.
Jorgensen tacked onto the back. Van Aert trying to control the man in yellow. Mohoric has left a gap there. Look at that crowd up here. How impressive is that? Ballerini's out of the saddle trying to hang on. Matteo Trontina's gone.
Wout van Aert now goes.
This is the move. Don't get too excited now, Christian, just because you picked me to win.
Well, this is what I was thinking earlier. It didn't look like Tadej was as sharp as I originally thought, especially when you saw those attacks from Matteo Jorgensen. Distancing him, and look at this, now Wout is distancing Tadej.
He's got him at the moment. Tadej is hanging in. This is an incredible effort by Wout van Aert. One of the most popular riders in the business, but not often a winner these days. This is a big result if it happens. And let's not forget, it'll be a little consolation prize for Visma, the team who are winning the team race and finishing second in the Tour de France with Vingegaard. There is daylight now and stretching.
KOM goes to Wout van Aert. Now the descent begins. He's got clear daylight between himself and Pogacar. He's a great time trialist as well. Let's see if he can maintain this advantage to the finish line. What a win that would be.
The gap is enormous. Pogacar doesn't want to do himself too much damage on the slippery road, but that gap says a lot for Van Aert's strength and prowess on the descent.
Let's hope that Wout gets down here safely. I'm sure he's pressing the envelope absolutely to the limit. So huge for Wout van Aert.
Yeah, he's really struggled for this last year. Since this crash in the Vuelta last September, demolishing his knee. When you see it in person, it is just really rough to look at. But for Wout, this is absolutely massive. And he didn't even need to do this, honestly, Bob. You think about what he has, just like you mentioned, he won this in a full-blown group sprint just a few years ago. And now he's going to win by himself. And he's going to remember this a lot more than that sprint, I guarantee you that.
Well, there is no sign in the distance at all of the yellow jersey, nor any of the other riders who are in that group. When Wout van Aert waited long enough and then hit Tadej Pogacar, Pogacar has backed right off. This is a huge result. 7 times he's been on the Tour de France. He's won once on the Champs-Élysées. They're still holding out here together. Mohoric quickly picked up by Matteo Jorgensen. Remember, a teammate of the man up the road. Ballerini's got back. I think this is the winning move. And Pogacar, I think, made his move. It didn't work, and he's being taken home to win the Tour de France.
Ballerini trying to salvage the stage, but a little bit too little too late on that last climb. And now massive gear over the cobbles in the rain. And Wout van Aert is found his best form at the perfect moment. Great help by Matteo Jorgensen.
Yes, thank you, Bob. I was about to say that. I mean, you have to say the domestique of the day easily, Matteo Jorgensen.
Tadej realizing he's won the Tour de France, and he is electrified the last stage of the race, but the stage win will go elsewhere.
Hey, hats off. How much excitement did he just give us?
Yeah.
But he didn't have to do, again, he didn't have to do this. He could have been in group number 3 if he wanted to.
1 kilometer to glory for Wout van Aert. A couple of corners. Let's hope he gets around them safely. And then one of the most beautiful celebrations. I think he will remember these for the rest of his life, as much as anything he's ever achieved in his career.
But now he can reap the rewards. What a brilliant attack, and what a great return too, back to being a winner of a stage of the Tour de France. 200 meters to go, just going past our commentary box. And now he can even ease up. That is a brilliant race. Here it comes. And you know, Matteo Jorgensen, could his teammate? No, he swung off the front. But a great victory there. And looking back those handlebars, Wout van Aert has got a victory in the Tour de France for the 2nd time on the Champs-Élysées. But this was his best of the 2. This is the race. Ballerini comes up with the yellow jersey, can salute the crowd as winner of the Tour de France. I'm sure he will. Yes, he will. He lets them all finish. He finishes fourth on the day, but he's just won his fourth Tour de France. Well, I think that was a success, that circuit, Bob.
I hope they keep it.
We may do it again next year.
Yes, let's keep our fingers crossed that this is a permanent part of the Tour de France, especially if they take the time before the finish.
And Taddy as well. A moment of congratulations.
Matteo, hats off to you, especially after what he did yesterday. Told me this morning he had bronchitis, fever. And to be able to pull that off after what he did yesterday, Bob, impressive.
Man of the match today.
Yep.
Most certainly.
Wout van Aert, terrific. First time he's won at the Tour in 3 years. Long wait in between wins 9 and 10. And great to see American Matteo Jorgensen, after what he wrote today, showing up on the first page. And of course, the stage winner, Wout van Aert, celebrating his 10th career stage win at the Tour. He'll be joined on stage by the mayor of Paris, Anne Hidalgo. We're back in 2022. Yes,
You wanted an extra
one
kiss
more. He won for the last time before today, 3 years ago at the Tour. Nobody thought it would be 2025 on the final stage until we saw this scene again, but what a ride he had today. Before we see the top team, though, if you were with us the last 3 weeks, you love this name, you love the way he rode, and it's fitting that Ben Healy, 24-year-old Irishman in his second Tour, is awarded the most aggressive rider.
And my favorite, I get the pleasure of directing this young man. He has just gotten better and better. And wow, that stage victory on stage 6, taking the yellow jersey on stage 10. The ride that he had on Mont Ventoux. If you weren't French, you were rooting for this guy.
It really showed up in every week. As you mentioned, he won stage 6, top 3 in a couple of other stages, wore yellow for 2 days on stage 11 and 12.
Finished 9th on the general classification. Still a young guy, so I think we're going to see a lot more of Ben Healy.
As long as he has good direction and coaching, TJ.
Well, I'll do my best, Paul.
UAE with Almeida would have gave these guys a pretty stiff run, but once they got into the mountains, they pulled away quite nicely with this.